Hello friends, welcome to LeggLife. In about 12 hours, I will be at the airport heading to Minnesota for a week. And so I thought I would just do a quick little pack with me for a work trip video, tell you why I'm going to Minnesota, talk about the work that we're doing there, all of that kind of fun stuff. I have not started packing at all, so I think that is step number one. Suitcase is out and on the bed, so that's, well, I feel like an important step number one. Now I figure out what I need to pack clothes-wise. And this is a little bit different of a trip because it's not all vacation, it's not all work, and so I need to bring a little bit of both. Temperature-wise, it is supposed to be, I think, like sunny and mid to upper 80s. So I'm not going to be bringing like flannel shirts or anything like that. So we fly into Minneapolis on Thursday, like Thursday night. Then we are renting cars, and just, you know, it is me and my whole team. There are 6 of us going, 7 including me, 6 including me. And so we're getting cars at the Minneapolis airport, driving to like a conference center, or no, like a retreat center that we are staying at. And then on Friday night and Saturday, we are teaching and leading a training for an organization down there. And then Sunday, Monday, and part of Tuesday, I think, we are just at the retreat center as a team. So it's like a little bit of like retreat, resting, lake time. I do need to bring some clothes to work in and to teach in. And so it's a little bit of a hodgepodge. I think for like lounging lake time, I'm going to bring these 2 shirts. I'm going to travel tomorrow morning in this shirt. And I'm not bringing slacks or anything. I'm going to bring a pair of black jeans. You can see Sherri being the MVP, helping roll my clothes so they fit in my packing cubes. A couple things here that I'm bringing. It's my hat. Of course I'm wearing that. I am bringing my film camera and 2 rolls of black and white film because we're going to have a bunch of downtime at the retreat center. And I want to try to take a bunch of photos. And this is the book that I have decided to start and bring with me on this trip. Highly recommended. Anxious People. Very excited to read that. And then I'm bringing this pair of white shoes and 1 other pair of like comfortable black travel shoes. I think that's it. I'm telling you, easiest packing ever. Look at this. Thank you, Sherri Beth.
You're welcome.
Shoes, these are all shirts, these are undershirts, shorts, jeans. Over here, my book is like right there. My hats, gotta bring your hats. These are my intimates, my unmentionables. My toiletry bag will go right there. And then I'll have some space as well. Because who knows what I may want to bring home with me from Minnesota. Who knows what I'll buy on this trip. I don't have any kind of a hoodie or a rain jacket packed. You think I should? I don't.
At least a rain jacket, just in case it rains. Your jacket is light. It's not like warm. I don't have any fear of you being too cold, but if it rains.
What do you guys, I hate bringing a raincoat because I feel like that's sending vibes out into the universe. There's a chance it's gonna rain.
Okay, but I didn't have my raincoat all day today, and I got poured.
Yeah, Sherri got poured on at work because she forgot her rain jacket. So maybe that's the universe telling me I should bring my raincoat. So fine, I'll pack my raincoat. And Sherri is a genius. She just said my camera, my film camera, can go in there. No, wait, it cannot. I have a roll of film in the camera.
Oh, nope.
That we cannot put in checked bag.
Correct. Okay, never mind.
It's staying with me.
Yep.
But I think packing for tonight is done. Everything else I will just do tomorrow morning. Tonight I'm just going to charge my AirPods, charge my phone, make sure I have all of my cords that I need. All of my teaching notes are on my laptop. I normally print out a separate set of notes just in the event that my laptop goes down. I'm not going to do that this time, which, knock on wood, is okay. I just don't want to print and bring a bunch of paper with me. So I'm going to trust technology, gosh darn it. I do have my notes updated or like uploaded to the cloud. So if it goes down, I can always reference stuff on my phone. But let's talk a little bit about like why we're going down there. I decided to sit down for this part of the video because my arm was gonna get super tired standing there, standing there holding the camera the whole time. So the reason that we're going to Minnesota, many of you will know that one of my jobs is the executive director of a nonprofit here in Alaska, and one of our initiatives walks with survivors of human trafficking. And it is the biggest part of our organization for sure. And one of the things that we do are trainings, kind of equipping people or other organizations, churches, on how in the world do you step in and walk with somebody who has experienced such significant trauma. And so that's what we're doing. We're going to Minnesota and partnering with an organization who has asked us to come down there and lead that training for them. So we're going to Minnesota to train another organization on how to do something similar to what we do. This is one of my favorite things that we do. We've gotten to do these trainings in Orlando, Florida, Tallahassee, Dayton, Ohio, just kind of all over. And now we're getting to go to Minnesota. I just love seeing people get excited about walking with marginalized people. I think it's the coolest thing. So we're going to be down there, like I said, training for a couple days. And then the organization that's bringing us down has really helped provide a few days at the end of this trip for our team just to relax at this retreat center. So there's a pontoon boat, there's a lake, obviously, because there's a pontoon boat. There's lots of hiking trails. It's just going to be a time for us as a team to kind of decompress, and I'm excited about that. You know, my team does the hardest work. Like, the stories they hear, the people that they're walking with, it is a really heavy load, as I'm sure you can imagine, in the anti-trafficking world. And so I'm just so excited for them to have a few days of just rest away from home. So very excited, very fortunate this organization is bringing us down, and I'm looking forward to it. I've been to Minnesota once before on a work trip when I was in the hotel industry. So it has been a long time. Now, I did want to talk about one other thing. We have gotten so many emails and so many Instagram DMs and Facebook DMs since the movie Sound of Freedom came out within the last few weeks. For those of you who don't know, it's a movie that is about the issue of trafficking, largely focuses on the founder of an organization called Operation Underground Railroad. It just kind of exposes the reality of trafficking, of child trafficking, especially in other parts of the world. And people have reached out and said, Adam, have you seen this movie? What are your thoughts on this movie? Of course I've seen it. And I am a fan of anything that raises awareness about the fact that this injustice is happening in our world today. So there are so many people talking about this issue of trafficking. There are so many people who are being made aware of just the hard and heavy realities of this. And so I think that's a good thing. Our organization, just kind of to paint a picture of what we do. So we actually don't do rescues. Sometimes you think of like kicking down brothel doors or busting into hotel rooms, kind of capturing children or young kids or women or men who are victims of this crime and like taking them to somewhere safer. In the United States, that primarily is done through law enforcement, right? So we work with local law enforcement, state law enforcement, the FBI at federal level. We work with all levels of law enforcement, and they're the ones who do the rescue. Our organization steps in either at the point of or after rescue. So we come alongside survivors as they are starting to take steps to be rehabilitated, to rebuild their lives. I don't know if you can imagine the not only significant trauma that's been experienced, but all of the steps that it takes to rebuild your life after something like that. Those are the things that we help with, right? Everything from housing to food to tattoo cover-ups to trauma counseling to everything, like you name it. And so our organization doesn't do the rescue side of things. We step in and we get to walk alongside survivors as they work to rebuild their lives. I don't talk a lot about my work on here. I have a few times, primarily for safety reasons. It is a very, very unsafe business that we are in. Every time a survivor comes out of the lifestyle, that is a lot of money that is leaving the hands of very bad people. It's just the reality of it, right? It's the reason that we have cameras at our house. It's the reason that we take lots and lots of safety measures, is that this field that I'm in isn't a safe one. But it's one that's worth it, because we have gotten to see, survivors go on to buy houses and get their kids back from the state into custody, who have gone on to have really healthy marriages and lives and jobs and just like rebuild their life completely. So that is why we're going to Minnesota, because we love that that's happening here in Alaska. We love that we get to be a safe place for survivors to land. And my hope is that there are safe places around this country and around this world that can step in at the point of rescue and help kind of walk them home. That's what we're doing. And then at the end of it, we get to, as a team, just rest for a few days. I have wanted to talk about the movie for a couple of weeks now because we've been getting so many messages. I just didn't know when it would fit in like a normal vlog, and I thought, you know what? It fits in this one. So yes, I've seen the movie. Yes, I recommend it. The organization that is featured in that really does amazing, impactful work around the world. They are known as leaders in this area, especially outside of the U.S. where they're doing these rescues. But here in the U.S., it does look a little bit different. You know, what's crazy is that as we've actually been able to help. There have been LeggLife viewers who have reached out to us and said, hey, we think our daughter or our granddaughter may be in a compromising situation. We think there may be more going on here. Can you help us? And so even through like the LeggLife platform, we've been able to step into situations with some of you and bring help and resources and just help you guys figure out what to do. So if there's ever any of you out there, and I know that the hope is that none of us ever find our place in a situation where our loved ones are a part of anything that involves the word human trafficking, the words human trafficking. But just know that if any of you are ever out there, or if you have questions, or if you're just wondering about more information, this is something that I've given the last like 8 years of my life to. It's something that Sherri and I care very, very much about. And just know that like we're always, and I'm always available to any of you who have questions, or who need help, or who may find yourself in a situation where you're wondering, is there a way out? What do we do? We are literally an email away. So it's just legglife@gmail.com. You can send us questions about this topic, and I will always, always respond. So just know that that's there. Again, the hope is that never has to happen. But I've done this work long enough that I know that with an audience our size, there are people who, without question, are watching this video right now who may need help. So reach out. It's what we're here for. It's why I'm going to Minnesota with my team. We are flying Anchorage to Seattle tomorrow, so we will already be in Minnesota when you guys watch this. And then, 6 days in, what is Minnesota? I don't know what Minnesota's called. The Timberwolf state, we'll say, because their basketball team is the Minnesota Timberwolves. I did notice that the Minnesota Vikings are playing a preseason game while I'm there, but we're like an hour and a half away, and it's while we're teaching. It's like on Saturday while we're still teaching, so no Vikings game, but lots of team stuff. I don't know if I'm going to vlog. I am going to bring the vlog camera because I think it'd be cool to show you like the retreat center we're at because it looks beautiful, but I don't know. So I can't tell you if there's going to be a Minnesota vlog. You guys will just have to wait and see. So I know a different video than we normally do. Super short packing. But I just wanted to sit down and kind of fill you in on why Minnesota, why we're going. A lot of the travel that I do is for this kind of work. And so we don't always talk about that. We can't always talk about that. There are trips that have happened that you guys have never known about because of the work that we're doing. But it's what it is. It's worth it, right? People are worth it. And so that's what's going on, friends. Love you guys so very much. And I hope to have a vlog from Minnesota. If not, back home in Alaska next week. Sherri's gonna be just hanging out, doing some work with Missy, and we'll be back soon. Love you guys so very much. Thank you for all of your support. Thanks for being you. Thanks for being the most amazing community online, who is just always so encouraging and supportive and just truly good. Love you guys so very much. We'll see you on the next LeggLife video.